Imagine discovering your entire life is a fake TV show, and your wife is literally paid to tolerate you. Welcome to the ultimate reality show, where one oblivious guy's trauma is pure corporate entertainment. Will our captive hero figure out his existence is a lie, or stay television's most profitable prisoner? A guy in glasses claims on TV that this man, Truman, is entirely genuine. Get ready for peak delusion. Actors brag about this blessed lifestyle. Truman steps outside, cheerfully dropping his iconic catchphrase to his completely fake neighbors. A stage light plummets directly from the sky. Truman inspects this totally normal aircraft debris. Not suspicious at all. The radio smoothly covers up the falling light incident. Truman buys a magazine for his corporate-assigned wife. Random twins aggressively pin him against a wall for prime product placement. Just another beautiful, heavily sponsored morning. At work, he sneaks a call to Fiji. He's also secretly ripping out women's eyes from magazines. Totally stable behavior. His boss demands he take a ferry. Truman makes up a desperate dentist excuse to dodge the water. At the pier, he stares at a sunken boat in pure, unadulterated terror. His water phobia is honestly top tier. He bails on the boat. Later, his wife awkwardly pitches a grating tool directly to the hidden cameras. Truman tells his buddy Marlin he wants to quit his cozy desk job. He dreams of escaping to Fiji. He plans to use his bonus to escape. Later, a massive rainstorm targets his exact location on the beach. He remembers a boat trip where his dad dramatically sank. Now he just plays in his highly personalized rainstorm. Meryl rejects his travel dreams, citing mortgage payments. She pivots to suggesting they make a baby instead. Classic diversion. Truman buys more magazines for his creepy eye collection. He then spots a grungy homeless man staring at him. Plot twist, the homeless guy is his dead dad. Background extras violently drag the poor guy onto a bus. His mom gaslights him, claiming it was just a look-alike. She expertly weaponizes his lingering guilt over the drowning. Truman unlocks a secret basement trunk. He uncovers childhood photos of his magically resurrected father. Meryl pitches an elk rotary mower directly to the camera. Truman secretly hides a Fiji map and a cardigan. Flashback. Young Truman spots a cute brunette, but Meryl literally falls on him to intercept. At a dance, Truman side-eyes the brunette. Guys in tuxes instantly surround her and aggressively drag her away. In the library, Truman spots the brunette's blue bracelet peeking over a bookshelf. The brunette, Lauren, writes now on paper. She warns him they need to ditch immediately. The cameras frantically try to track them. They escape to a dark beach where she admits they are being watched. After they kiss, a car ambushes them. A guy claims her real name is Sylvia, and everything is fake. Sylvia screams that his whole world is a set. The dad drags her away, leaving Truman with just her cardigan. Truman uses magazine clippings to perfectly recreate Sylvia's face. He's either a romantic genius or a high-tier stalker. His radio accidentally intercepts the director's frequency. He hears the crew actively tracking his morning commute. Paranoid, Truman tests reality in a revolving door. He realizes everyone around him is just awkwardly pretending to exist. He watches a mirror strictly follow his movements. The extras are struggling to keep the grand illusion alive. He controls traffic like a discount wizard. Barging into an elevator, he exposes a fake backstage break area. Security violently tosses him out. Panicking, he corners his buddy Marlin at a supermarket to vent his existential crisis. Truman rants about the fake elevator and radio stalkers. Marlin instantly dismisses it as a delusional dad-related fantasy. Marlin claims the sunset is perfect. Truman drops a massive reality bomb. The entire world revolves around him. Truman announces he's leaving. His mom immediately weaponizes a nostalgic photo album to emotionally trap him. The TV subtly brainwashes him with a movie about staying home. He then spots Meryl crossing her fingers in their wedding photo. Meryl completely brushes off his elevator trauma. Truman secretly trails her on a bicycle as she leaves for work. He sneaks out while Meryl pedals away. The great, heavily monitored escape has officially begun. Hospital staff block him from seeing Meryl. He leaves a sarcastic message saying he's bolting to Fiji. He sneaks into surgery and watches Meryl fake an amputation. A guard promptly shuts the blinds on the horror show. At a travel agency adorned with plane crash warnings, the agent magically has 0 flights available. Truman boards a bus to Chicago instead. Every extra on board stares at him with icy, robotic expressions. The driver deliberately breaks the bus gears. Everyone happily evacuates, leaving Truman absolutely defeated. In his car, Truman correctly predicts every extra's looped movements. The simulation is clearly lagging. He calls out the fake loop. Meryl tells him to save money, so he just locks her in and floors it. Traffic magically blocks them. Truman realizes the cars are perfectly synchronized just to ruin his day. He fakes going home, then U-turns toward a bridge. To conquer his water fear, he forces Meryl's hand on the wheel. They aggressively plunge through a fake forest fire. Meryl panics about money and calling his mother. The producers deploy a fake nuclear leak. Truman bails from the car and sprints headfirst into the woods. Hazmat extras hunt him down like an animal. They tackle him while he fiercely fights back with a literal stick. Back home, Meryl shamelessly plugs Coco during his mental breakdown. Truman demands to know who she is talking to. He snaps and restrains her with her own chef's pal tool. Marlon conveniently enters to break up the scene. Truman insists the world revolves around him. Marlon deflects with a heavily scripted monologue about their childhood tent sleepovers. Christoph feeds Marlon lines from the control room. Marlon swears he'd never lie, literally while lying to his face. The producers orchestrate a dramatic, foggy reunion with his dead dad. Maximum emotional manipulation activated. Truman sobs into his dad's arms. Christoph selfishly celebrates his mastery of psychological torture just for the TV ratings. A talk show reveals the mastermind, Christoph, broadcasting from a fake moon. Sylvia glares at her TV in sheer disgust. Christoph brags about stopping past intruders, like the absolute legend who popped out of a Christmas present to warn Truman. We learn they gave Truman water trauma just to trap him. The father's ridiculous amnesia magically covers the 22-year gap. Truman was legally adopted by a corporation because he was the first baby born on cue. Unhinged capitalism at its finest. The show's massive budget rivals a small country. It is completely funded by relentless, shameless product placement. Sylvia calls in to blast Christoph. Christoph smugly dismisses her as just a melodramatic former extra. Christoph claims Truman actually prefers his comfortable cell. He calls the real world the truly sick place. Meryl is being written off, and they plan an on-air conception with a new girl. Corporate overreach has reached its absolute peak. Christoph weirdly strokes Truman's giant sleeping face on a monitor. Morning arrives, and Truman playfully draws an astronaut helmet on his mirror. Truman proclaims himself ruler of his galaxy. He drops his morning catchphrase with an extra, highly suspicious layer of sass. He accurately predicts an insurance pitch from the twins. At work, he morbidly warns clients about runaway beach umbrellas. Truman meets his new corporate-assigned neighbor, Vivian. Meanwhile, he secretly sleeps in his basement to dodge cameras. The control room realizes Truman hasn't moved an inch. Christoph orders a zoom in and discovers a major, humiliating issue. Truman is gone. The camera actually zoomed in on a decoy hand. The ultimate escape is actually happening. Marlon finds a plastic snowman wearing Truman's clothes. Truman literally dug a tunnel out of his basement. They cut the feed! Total panic mode. The show cuts to a standby screen. The entire cast links arms to hunt him down. Goons with flashlights and earpieces frantically scour the town. The director screams for batteries to find him. Christoph literally fast-forwards time and cues the sun early. Sponsors threaten to bail as the pirated feed goes viral. The cast stands frozen. Christoph realizes Truman conquered his trauma and immediately checks the harbor cameras. Truman is sailing a boat. The live feed resumes, and the global audience completely loses their minds in anticipation. Truman sails toward freedom with Sylvia's face collage. The production crew scrambles to find actors who can actually drive a boat. The ferry drivers are totally useless actors. Christoph manually accesses the weather program to drown his own star. They unleash a localized hurricane on Truman's tiny boat. Lightning strikes him directly into the water. The executives panic about broadcasting a live murder. Truman nearly drowns, but pulls himself back up by the ropes. Truman screams at the fake sky, demanding Christoph kill him. Christoph sadistically orders the wind increase to capsize the boat. The boat flips, and Truman sinks. Christoph finally breaks, ending the storm when he realizes he can't win this battle. Truman survives, tangled in ropes. The sun returns as he hoists the sail with absolute, undeniable defiance. Bam! The boat pierces the painted skywall. Truman physically touches the boundary of his universe and breaks down. He walks along the edge and finds a staircase leading to an exit door, the literal gateway to reality. Christoph speaks from the sky, claiming he knows Truman better than himself. Truman boldly calls out the deceit. Christoph begs him to stay, manipulating him with childhood memories. Truman turns around, delivering his catchphrase one last time. He bows and steps into the dark. The world erupts in cheers, the feed cuts, and 2 guards just change the channel. And that's the end. Truman finally escapes his beautifully curated corporate prison, proving that no amount of product placement can crush the human spirit. The moral of the story? If everyone around you is acting like a poorly paid extra, you might just be the star. Smash that subscribe button, leave a like, and comment down below if you think your neighbors are secretly actors.